YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with our updated NFL rookie power rankings here heading into week 14. Thursday night games tonight. We'll be covering that on Twitter like we do for all of our games. Always talking with you guys on Twitter, keeping you guys involved. So check it out. It's a link down below. It's also on your screen. There's also recent links to recent videos down there pinned in the comments. Please like, subscribe, turn notifications on. We have full NFL coverage here, so join us. It'd be much appreciated. Rookie rankings. All right. Not a lot of changes this week, but yeah, you see, guys, I almost put Elijah Moore in here. I was a big fan of him coming out of Ole Miss. He's really heating up right now. If he didn't kind of start cold or maybe it wasn't his fault earlier in the year, I think he'd easily be on here, if they got him more involved. Somewhat similar to Justin Jefferson last year. The Vikings didn't really use him fully, and then he really got going. Not quite the same, obviously, but I love me some Elijah Moore. Kept Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there. It's a tough one because he definitely belongs in the top 15 because the games he played, he looks like arguably the best rookie, and the Browns got a good one there, but he's, what has he played? 8 games coming off the bye last week, so that does play a part as well. So these other guys just helping their team more often, I guess. So that's the tricky part with him. Najee Harris down 1 spot. Some of these, Elijah Mitchell down 3 spots. It's mainly because other guys had to go up. It's really nothing they did. They weren't crazy productive. Mitchell did score a touchdown last week. But other guys just kind of having to move up here. But Javonte Williams moves in. Great game against the Chiefs, even though the rest of the team couldn't really clutch up for them. But yeah, Javonte, we know, and people have been saying, where's Javonte on the rankings? Where I think it's more so we know that he's very, very capable of being way better ranked than 13 even. But it's kind of the matter of going out there and doing it more like he did last week, and that's really not on him. It's more on the Broncos that he hasn't been. But I love me some Javonte Williams. I think he's very capable of being number 1 on this list. I actually do. So. But it's good to see him kind of get involved in action. What I like is him involved kind of in the passing game, catching the ball maybe a little more often than we thought. So those running backs are all so tight. They can just now at this point it's going by week. Who plays the best each week? They'll probably be ahead of the rest. Odafe Away kind of had a sneaky solid game last week against the Steelers. He's been fantastic for the Ravens here this year. Very productive across the board. Another pass rusher, Jalen Phillips, now makes the list. Wasn't ranked last week, but he was kind of one of those guys where I'm about to rank him, and he has another monster game. Broke the rookie record for the Dolphins for sacks in a season already. So I was very high on Jalen Phillips. He's just a pure, talented pass rusher, and we see it. He's really getting going. Was a little quiet early in the year. He's really getting going now. He's a stud. And you see the Dolphins are taking over this list. I mean, just think about it. We're only ranking 15 guys. Out of all the rookies that are playing well, there's tons of them. We're only ranking 15 guys. It's a select few that are playing great. All these guys are playing great. All the honorable mentions are playing great for rookies. And the Dolphins got 3 inside the top 10. We are starting to worry a little bit, too, because the past drafts are like, could they have done better? A little questionable. And in this, I think even some fans started to be like, is this going to work? I like these players that we got. They got some good players, but is it going to work? Because, it's a little questionable, but looks like they nailed this draft. Jalen Phillips at number 10. Greg Newsome had a bye, but he's been fantastic. He actually moved down a spot. Doesn't say it there, but he actually moved down a spot. I've been thrilled with Greg Newsome, though. And then Jalen Waddle, he's trying to catch Jamar Chase for that number 1 receiver. He passed up Devontae Smith. Rondale Moore was up here at one point. He's passed him up. So Jalen Waddle is getting going. I love that he's staying consistent now. So I expect him to keep climbing. It's tough to jump some of these other guys, including his teammate Javon Holland, who I am a super fan of the way he's playing because, at times it feels like he is the Dolphins' defense, and I don't mean that like he's carrying it. Not that whatsoever. I mean, it kind of starts around that versatile player like him because it's like a multiple versatile, hybrid defense. It's kind of got that feel to it. Of course, under Flores, from the Patriots tree, it makes sense. In Holland, he's a free safety making rangy plays in the back end. He's a strong safety coming up in the box, blitzing, making big time plays. Getting pressure on the quarterback, so I really love his game. He's so important to that Dolphins defense as a rookie when the season's not even over yet. Creed Humphrey has been the best center in football, debatably, and he's still at number 6 here. And then we go on to the top 5. Surtain stays at 5. He stepped up to this 5 spot big time, way up last week. He's going to stay put there. He did have another interception. The ball seems to find him now, so he's being that playmaker. Jamar Chase, man, Jamar had that one spot locked up. He definitely can get back there. Overall, he's had it's why he's number 4, still in the top 5, because overall he's had a very, very good season, rookie season. But second half of the year, since the bye, even right before then, he's actually struggled a little bit. He's had a fumble, he's had a couple drops, one that ended up being interception last week. So, I hope he can pick it back up and get back to playing, because playing the way he was, because he could win that Rookie of the Year, and now a guy like Jalen Waddle might be catching him. Mac Jones down a spot, only threw the ball 3 times. It's not really his fault, but I felt it was necessary to put a guy like Rashawn Slater up 2 spots. The Chargers left tackle, he's been fantastic. He was my number 1 tackle heading in this year, so I'm thrilled about him. Against the Bengals, I think he had a really good game. He did give up a sack. I believe it was Hendrickson. Yeah, I still thought it was a pretty good rep. It was a pretty good fight. That was a pretty good fight. It's not like he completely blew it, and it's just like some other rookies or even veterans, you see what happened. Like, oh, man, he really got off balance, or he was lunging forward, or, the technique, the footwork is completely off. I still think it's a pretty good, decent rep, even on the plays where he could use work, honestly. There's nothing negative about his game. He's been so good for the Chargers. So I like him at number 2. Micah Parsons is sticking at 1. I'm going to say it's kind of tough for somebody to catch him for me, but I was saying that about Jamar Chase at the same time. So the Parsons has been just unbelievable. It's been insane. So I think we say that every week, so I don't have to go into it again. But those are the rankings. It's definitely tough because, leaving out, because, again, 15 is such a select few. I mean, these guys are playing out of their minds. It's tough not ranking Elijah Moore. It's tough not ranking Kyle Pitts, who had a good streak going for a little bit. Devontae Smith, yeah, he was getting super hot, but now kind of cold the last 3 or so weeks. Barmore's playing very, very well for the Patriots, getting a lot of interior pressure. So a lot of these guys are balling here, so it's good to see rookies making an impact for their team right away and here in crunch time of the season. But, let me know your guys' thoughts, your guys' rankings in the comments. We're always talking with you on Twitter, so there's a link down below for that and recent videos pinned in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on, join us. It's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.